everyone, and welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Olga Villaverde.
And I'm Montel Williams. Today, we're talking about some important health topics.
That's right. What you need to know about your colon health.
And is chronic kidney disease preventing you from living the best life you'd like to live? We'll explore some therapy options for patients on dialysis.
Plus, are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm always hungry.
That's right. I'm always hungry, too. We are always hungry. We're going to try some Life cereal. Remember
Life?
that? Life.
Ah, sounds good. Let's dig in.
Approximately 37 million adults in the United States, Montel, have chronic kidney disease. That's 15% of the U.S. population.
It's crazy, and when caught early and treated, the disease can be managed. However, once the kidneys fail, there's really only a few treatment options: dialysis and transplant.
So we met with Dr. Khan to learn about just what dialysis entails.
Take a look at this.
So when kidney failure progresses over time and reaches a higher stage, we build up toxins in the body, and we can build up fluid as well, and also lose the ability to perform the normal functions of the body. If and when a patient progresses to that level of severity, they usually have quite a few complications and need to consider having to start dialysis or possibly getting a kidney transplant. Hemodialysis or peritoneal dialysis is a necessary life-saving modality for patients who have end-stage kidney failure. However, it can also be quite taxing on the body as well. People can experience just generalized mild tiredness or fatigue, but sometimes even more severe side effects like nausea, vomiting, loss of appetite. And in turn, that can kind of have a cascading effect on their overall health because it can affect their nutrition, can often lead to excess protein loss, malnutrition, poor energy levels, and poor sleep.
When you are on dialysis, your protein and caloric needs are higher. In fact, dialysis patients need about 50% more protein than normal.
The good news is there are ways to help replenish or maintain what you've lost during treatment.
So in cases where patients aren't able to optimize their protein intake adequately at home through their own diet, or even with oral supplements that we can provide, we have the option of adding additional nutrition during their dialysis treatments. One of them is for patients who are on hemodialysis. It's called IDPN. The other one is called IPN, that patients on peritoneal dialysis use at home. Whether it's with hemodialysis or peritoneal dialysis, the supplement is given during the treatment that they'd be routinely getting anyway. So adding additional nutritional supplementation during dialysis can have many benefits. It can improve the patient's overall energy level, it can improve their metabolism, it can even improve their appetite. So one patented formula available on the market that I use for patients who need supplemental nutrition on dialysis is called Proplete. Proplete IDPN or IPN is ordered by the patient's nephrologist in conjunction with the dietitian and customized to meet that patient's needs, and provides protein in the form of amino acids, a small amount of dextrose, which is a simple carbohydrate, and can be customized further to add lipids, which is fat, to provide additional calories in those patients that have that need as well. So when we decide to use a solution like Proplete IDPN or IPN, which is made by Pentec Health, their team of pharmacists and dietitians works very closely with both ourselves, the nephrologist, as well as with our staff and the dietitian to have them customize the formulation for that specific patient. We follow not only their general symptoms and tolerance of the supplement and their general well-being, but specific labs to see that they're having an improvement as desired.
Now let's meet Jada, who was able to regain her energy and freedom thanks to this therapy.
Take a look.
Being on dialysis just wore me out to the point I couldn't eat anything. And I lost a lot of weight. Just the thought of food would make me feel so sick. And I didn't have the energy at all to even get up out of bed or do anything. I asked my doctor if there was anything else that was available to me that I could do, and he recommended the Proplete IDPN. Over the course of a couple of weeks, I started to notice that I was getting more energy. It helped me gain the strength to not feel so nauseous anymore, to be able to start actually eating food again. After about a month, I started physical therapy. If it helped me at my lowest, I believe that it can help a lot of other people as well.
To see if Proplete IDPN or IPN is an option for you, speak to your nephrologist or dietitian.
And for more information, you can visit propletestrong.com, or you can always visit our website, thebalancing.com. Well, for those of us who love cereal, there's a certain one that will always have a very soft spot in our hearts.
Not just because it's a great breakfast cereal, right? But how can we forget a certain young man who really liked it?
Mikey.
Who doesn't know about Mikey?
And if you don't know, well, listen up, because our favorite mom and media maven, Christina Nicholson, is here with all the tasty details.
Christina, okay, you have children and you're always on the go, so having a quick, nutritious breakfast option for your kids is really important, right?
That's right, Olga and Montel. As you know, I am always on the go, meeting with clients, recording my podcast, picking up the house, and organizing family activities. So a delicious, nutritious breakfast cereal for everyone is very helpful. We've partnered with Quaker's Life Cereal to bring you some great breakfast options. Just listen to these benefits. It's heart healthy, has at least 24 grams of whole grains per serving, an excellent source of 5 B vitamins. There's no artificial preservatives. It's a good source of calcium, and there are no colors from artificial sources. And it tastes good too.
And you know, you don't have to be a kid to love Life cereal. Adults love it too.
Absolutely. And another great benefit is what you can make with Life cereal. Christina, you have some really fun recipes and some really easy and tasty recipes, right?
Yes, you guys, these Life cereal bars are a sweet treat. My kids love making and eating them. One main ingredient is Life cereal. Check it out. Do 1 cup. Very nice. Okay, Goosey. So fill this all up?
Yep.
2. Okay, you gotta like pour the whole thing in. Slowly. And mix it all together.
Put in the next cup.
Pour it in there. Good job. This is beautiful. You guys did good. Okay, now we're gonna cover it and put it in the freezer. Okay, so while we're waiting for those to freeze, we are going to make some Life cereal yogurt bark. What's next? Okay, wait till she spreads it.
And then that's it.
And then, okay, are you done?
Yep.
Are you good?
Done.
Okay, we're gonna put this over, Juliana. Here are the Life cereal bars that you guys made, and then we also have the yogurt bar. So let us break it, baby. Ready? Like this.
Oh, it's so cold. It's good though. It's good.
Yeah?
I like this one.
Okay, is that good? Is that yummy? Yeah? These recipes are so easy. Life cereal is so delicious, everyone in the family will love it. And it comes in several flavors. We've been talking about the original flavor, but there's also vanilla, cinnamon, and chocolate flavors. In fact, I am going to enjoy my Cinnamon Life cereal milk latte. Olga, I'll share the recipe with you later.
Please do, because I mean, I love all the flavors. I love cinnamon. It sounds amazing. We've got 4 ways to help start your morning. So, Montel, you've got over there the...
I've got the original and the vanilla.
I got the cinnamon and chocolate. I'm gonna go with chocolate. How about you?
I'm gonna go with the original. I kind of like Mikey.
You like
know
the
what I'm
original?
saying?
I kind of like a little bit flavor. That's me, but they're all good.
Oh, wow, go ahead.
I like to saturate mine.
Wow.
All right, let me try. You know,
So
I've
good.
never tried the chocolate. Oh my gosh, that's good. Any final thoughts?
All All good choices, Olga and Montel. You know, Life cereal has been around for 50 years and it is still going strong. It's something quick and easy while being delicious and nutritious at the same time, something we love here in my house. To find out more, just visit QuakerOats.com/Life cereal, and you can also follow them on Instagram @Life cereal.
I gotta tell you, this has been great because I'm taking these home. Thanks, Christina.
Absolutely, thanks so much, and we'll make sure to check it out, and you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Can I have yours
take
too?
these. No, I'm taking these. Well, it's officially March, and you know what that means, right, Olga?
March Madness.
Check.
St. Patrick's Day.
Check.
And Colon Cancer Awareness Month.
How about checkmate?
That's right.
That's right. Well, it might not be as popular as March Madness, but it's actually more important.
Absolutely. A yearly reminder about colon cancer awareness is crucial, and so is a colonoscopy, an incredibly effective diagnostic tool.
Take a look at this.
Thanks partly to celebrities like Katie Couric raising awareness, colorectal cancer is more recognized today than it's ever been. But sadly, here in the U.S., colorectal cancer is still the second leading cause of cancer death. So the American Society for Gastrointestinal Endoscopy, or ASGE, is on a mission to save more lives through prevention and awareness.
The ASGE is a global organization of about 15,000 members, including physicians, advanced practice and technical nurses, technicians, and industry and administrative partners. The highest priorities of our organization include education of physicians and patients regarding colorectal cancer screening, as well as advocacy on behalf of the needs of physicians and patients to accomplish this effectively and provide available services across the country. There are challenges to inducing or educating the population to undergo colon cancer screening is in part because it's a silent disease until it's very advanced. And secondly, there are a lot of misperceptions about the ease or difficulty of colon cancer screening.
And in communities at highest risk, the need for awareness of this highly preventable disease is even more critical. The recent sudden passing of 43-year-old actor Chadwick Boseman to colon cancer sent shockwaves through both Hollywood and the high-risk African-American community.
So there are huge disparities as it relates to colorectal cancer screening and death rates. African American blacks are at very high risk for colorectal cancer. And there are many factors that play into that. But importantly, African Americans are 20% more likely to actually be diagnosed with colorectal cancer and 40% more likely to actually die from it. So it is really important that we make everyone, particularly the members of the Black community, aware of the increased risk. I am so excited to become president of ASGE. And in this role, I look forward to continuing our efforts to increasing awareness about colorectal cancer and screening, particularly as it relates to underserved communities.
The good news is that overall death rates have been dropping for the past several decades, and that's largely due to improving access to colonoscopy, long considered the gold standard of colon cancer screening and prevention.
We call colonoscopy the gold standard, and it unquestionably is, because it has more sensitivity for finding precancerous lesions by far than any other kind of test. It also has more sensitivity for finding cancer. We can take biopsy samples, or we can remove lesions, and we can do all of that, perform a really detailed examination, just like you were looking over the surface of your skin, and find even the tiniest lesions and remove them and get out without disturbing the structure or the function of the organ. The only way that we can actually prevent colon cancer, colorectal cancer, which you have to remember, it's the second leading cause of cancer death in the country still. The only way we can actually prevent it is to remove these precancerous growths. And the only way to remove them is via colonoscopy.
And thankfully, preparing for your colonoscopy today is easier than it's ever been.
It's good news that it's really not as bad as people think. There are certain aspects of it that we just have down now. One of them is the sedation. So when you come in to have the procedure, we can make you comfortable so that you really don't feel a thing. And the other part about it that people hear is that you've got to take a bunch of laxatives to get cleaned out. And that's true, but we have developed some ways of making that simpler, and that includes bowel preparations that have less stuff to drink. So we've got this whole movement toward what we call low volume and tablet preparations that have really made the bowel preparation more tolerable, but still at the same time very effective and very safe to take.
Risk factors are also important. The most critical one, age.
One of the things that's happened over the last few decades is that people have started to get colorectal cancer at a younger age. And in the last few years, really all of the guideline groups have changed their recommendation from defining average risk beginning at age 50 years to 45 years. So we now recommend that when you turn 45, you should talk to your doctor about getting screened for colorectal cancer. If you go to the doctor, you get your screening test at age 45, and it's negative, it turns out great, you're reassured you've done the right thing. Now the question is, when do you need to get screened again? If your average risk and your screening test was colonoscopy is so effective at finding polyps that you're not going to need another one for 10 years. If you've got symptoms, you don't want to ignore them. Rectal bleeding is one symptom that should never be ignored.
Despite improved awareness, 1 in every 3 adults in the U.S. are still not getting screened as recommended. So the ASGE and its members are determined to continue to get the message out.
As a gastroenterologist and a member of the ASGE, I share with thousands of experts a real passion for preventing colorectal cancer. I think that passion rests on our understanding of how powerful colonoscopy is. There are so few cancers where there is such a readily identifiable precancerous lesion that we can take care of with a test that really has minimal invasiveness to it.
Identifying lesions in a pre-malignant state enables total prevention of their progression to cancer, and identifying malignant lesions in a very early pre-symptomatic state enables far greater benefit with surgery and other therapies for actual cure of the disease. Every day we see cancer among folks who've not been aware of the availability of colorectal cancer screening, and we recognize that this is largely a preventable disease.
Many underserved communities don't have access to health insurance and to health insurance that allows them to undergo screening in a timely way. Having healthcare providers that look like the individual to educate them and to recommend the appropriate screening test at the appropriate time is going to be tremendous. But most importantly, we have to make sure that it's accessible. And there are a lot of system factors and policy factors that have to be put in place to make this a lot easier for our patients. Because ultimately, health equity has to be the center of what we do.
Well, we'd like to thank our 3 expert doctors for being part of the show today.
For more information about getting your colonoscopy screening and to find a gastroenterologist, go to valueofcolonoscopy.org.
And for more about digestive health and endoscopic procedures, go to asge.org.
Of course, you can also learn more at our website, thebalancingact.com.
And don't forget to schedule your colonoscopy.
Very
important. We'll be right back
right
after this.
Yes, very important.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
Remember to head to our Facebook page, like us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and visit thebalancingact.com to enter our
sweepstakes.
That's right. We've got a sweepstake. We've got giveaways.
And I always say it, you gotta play to win, so you might win something. Stay safe. Love it, family viewers. We'll see you next time.